Alright, what's up guys? I wanted to do this quick video on how you can become smarter when you are choosing which project to go to and which cryptocurrency to invest into. And as you have seen, the market is down right now. Like if you take a look at most of the coins, they are down 53%, 43%, 42%, so on and so forth on the week. Okay. Now, while the market is down, if you had invested 100 rupees and if the coin is down by 50%, you are definitely down by definitely down to 50 rupees. And there is no way you can minimize this loss, is it? Or at least for me, there is a way I minimize my losses. Okay. And I use something that is inherently available to every one of us, but it's just that not enough people pay attention to it, and not enough people choose to educate themselves around it and then take a decision. So, for example, I recently shared my portfolio in the group and I talked about the coins that I was holding. And let me like refresh this and show it to you. Okay, so for example, I am holding a little bit of TOT, then there is some BNB, um, then there is some Litecoin. Okay, there is um, some Pancake. Okay, and at times I keep a little bit of sushi, but other than that, um, not really. There is GRT, um, there is ICX. Okay, there is CRV. So these are the ones I have, and then there is 1 inch. Okay, like the major ones that I have. Now, why do I hold these coins? It's because I like the fundamental value, yes. I also like my entry position, yes. I also see the great potential that they can have. And also, all of these majorly are a part of either DeFi or upcoming upcoming projects, upcoming sectors. Now, how am I minimizing my losses? So what I'm doing right now is I'm leveraging something that is called staking. So staking is essentially a form through which blockchain works. So there are two ways. Bitcoin works on proof of work, which basically means that miners compete with each other to solve complex mathematical puzzles, and the one that does it the fastest with the most accurate answer or the accurate answer gets the reward. Okay, that is what proof of work means. Similarly, there is something called as staking, which means there is this is another phenomenon, proof of staking. It's similar to how you put your money in the bank. So what staking means is that you are putting your coins, okay, on the blockchain. You are putting your coins and or the projects that you are holding, and you are staking them, which means you can lock these coins for particular intervals and then you get rewarded for the same. Okay, so who created the proof of stake? You, by the way, can read this on Binance, and then there are different types of proof of staking as well. Okay, so like I said, how it works is that this when you put your coins on the blockchain on the DEX, you get rewarded. Okay, now what does it mean? So similarly, let me give you an example. Coming back to the bank, when you deposit your money in the bank, okay, let's say you are depositing 10,000 rupees today in a fixed deposit, the bank gives you 7% interest. How is the bank able to give you a 7% interest? Simply put, because the bank is going to use this money to give loans to people, right? And they give loans to the people at 12%, 13%, 14%. Similarly, when you are putting your money into staking, you are going to get an interest on the coins that you are staking. And how are you able to going to get the interest? It's because the vaults where you are putting your coins into, which means the bags, let's say the pools where you are putting your coins into, they are going to get reward, which is going to be distributed amongst the people who have staked their coins. Okay, it's like a committee system. Now, for example, let's go to Binance here only, and let me show you. Like this is the you can come to this page from Finance, Binance Earn, and then let me show you this once. So you go to Binance Earn, okay, and this is like how you can stake the stables like BUSD, USDT, BTC, Ethereum, and you go to locked staking. So this is locked staking. Okay, then there is all of these available. There is decentralized finance staking, and again, like USDC gives you 12.79% per year. There is locked staking. So I just want to check locked staking. Click on display available and then check this. So for example, BNB gives you 12.46% for 30 days. Okay, so 12.46 divided by 1, because it's annual, right? It's going to be 1, like 1.2, 1.3%, like this is going to be, or something like that. Okay, so what it means is that if you are putting in 1 BNB here, you are going to get 0.01 BNB as a reward. Now I know it's not a lot, but it's a good way to minimize your risk. Okay, similarly, if you are putting 1 inch, you are going to get 9.79% per annum, and for 15 days you can stake it. If you stake it for 30 days, it's a little higher. Okay, then similarly you can stake your cake here at 18.95%. This is per annum. Okay, this is APY. You have to divide it by 12 to get the month, like the return on the month. So for 60 days you get 23.65% APY, which means almost 2% a month. Okay, so 2%, like if you are putting 100 cake, you are going to get 2 cake as a reward. Similarly, there are other coins: Bake, OGN, Sol, Matic, Dot, Atom, Algo, TRX, and Dash, Sushi, ICX, CRV. So I'm personally staking CRV and ICX on Binance. Okay, and I'm using this 30 60 day for like 30 for this, 60 for CRV. Earlier I was taking band in Kyber network Kava, but then I sold them and moved to CRV and ICX only. And then I'm also staking a little bit of ARC. So you can see ARC has 7.79% for 90 days. So this is how I'm maximizing my returns on the coins that I have already purchased. Okay, and what is, like, again, it's not huge, but what happens is that it helps me minimize my risk a little bit. Now there is also one downside to locked staking, that if you take out your coins, let's say you are putting in 1 BNB for 30 days, if you take out that 1 BNB before 30 days, you won't get the reward. Okay, you won't get the staking reward. This is what happens with Binance locked staking. This is one of the demerits. The second demerit is that you can only, like, once you click on withdraw, you will only be able to access that coin to sell after 24 hours. So these are the two demerits. Okay, so until and unless you don't believe in a project long term and you don't need that, so you can't access it. Okay, so for example, when the markets were crashing, we went from $42,000 or whatever the amount was to $30,000 in a few hours, in 1 or 2 hours. So in that time you could not access your funds that you had put into staking. So that is the biggest demerit, that is the biggest challenge. Okay, at the same time, if it would be another project, you could probably have like another platform, you could probably have done it, and I'll show you what I mean. But this is the biggest demerit on Binance, that it takes 30 days to get you a reward. And secondly, you can't, like, if you click on withdraw, you can't access the coin within 24 hours. And then there is no reward if you withdraw it before the time. This is what we called as locked staking. Now there is also called something called as flexible staking. Okay, so flexible staking simply means that you can withdraw in right away, but again it takes 24 hours to get the coins to you, but you don't lose on the rewards. Okay, that is what flexible staking means. Now let me show you some decks for flexible staking. Okay, so for example, Beefy is a platform that I use for flexible staking. Okay, so I just want to take a look at single assets, and if you take a look here, so Beefy is a pretty good project, and I have actually traded this at one point of time as well. So you can see the rank here is 465. Earlier it was top 300, but right now it's little down. So I had purchased it somewhere here, sold it somewhere here. So uh, this is a pretty good project in terms of the overall, like, total value that is locked. Now whenever you are going to go and put your money into any staking pool or any platform, you have to see the total value locked. So for example, on Beefy, the total value locked is 466 million. Okay, now this is huge, this is really huge, but you have to understand that which coins should you invest in for staking. So for example, you can invest into Beefy Maxi, but I don't own any Beefy Maxi right or Beefy right now. Okay, so I won't use that. Then there are a lot of new coins that come out and they give you good like daily dividends, daily percentage rewards, which you can withdraw the same day. But again, I don't use them because I don't trust the new coins until and unless I have like some data on them. Okay, then there is Bunny. Bunny is one coin that I have a little bit. Let me show you this. So this is another DEX Pancake Swap Bunny. Earlier it was also top 300, top 400. Right now the price, as you can see, 37.59. And again, I had purchased it somewhere around here 330, 332. I had sold it all around 444. Then you can see the price had also went to 554, 545. And right now it's 35 because they had a FUD that they were hacked. So the price crashed. Okay. So otherwise, like the funds in Bunny are totally safe. And that is also a thing. Like whenever you stake your crypto in any platform, even if the platform is hacked, if you have a smart contract that you used, or when you click on approve, if you read the smart contract, your funds are not going to be lost in a hack. You can retrieve them. Even if the platform shuts down tomorrow, you can retrieve your funds. I have never done it practically because there was never a need, but yeah, theoretically I know it's possible. It's just that I've never done it practically, like just giving you a very fair heads up. So if you feel that a platform can get hacked and you don't feel comfortable enough, then go for staking. Just keep your funds wherever you feel it's safe. But for me personally, since I spend a lot of time here, I know that if there comes a time when the platform gets hacked and I have to get my coins back, I will get my coins back because at the end of the day, they are all like covered through smart contracts. Okay, so that is something I already know of. Now, coming back to this, so I won't recommend that you go for Bunny or Beefy again. I usually try to stick to top 100 coins and then put them to staking. Okay, so for example, Mash was a coin that I was playing earlier a lot. It made me a lot of money. I also talked about it in the Discord. You can check out, you can search for Mash. So I had got into Mash somewhere around here. Okay, like somewhere around here, $5 or $7 or $8 was my first entry. Then I had sold all of the Mash around 17. As soon as it doubled, I sold it. And then there was some hack or FUD with Mash as well. And then that is why the price kept dropping, 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 and I never went into it. And earlier Mash was giving me 2% a day. Okay, 2% was what I was getting from Mash on a daily basis. So I was making 60%, and this was also getting auto compounded, by the way. Okay, so the benefit of Beefy is that your assets get auto compounded. So what it means is, let me show this to you. Okay, so for example, if I had put in 100 units of Mash, forget the dollar, if I had put in 100 units of Mash, I was getting 2% daily, and I had just taked it for 1 month. At the end of 1 month, instead of getting 60%, I would have got 82%. Okay, so that is how I was able to make money. And I invest in a lot of projects that have high APR on the daily basis, and I know that this project can sustain the price because it's a good way to make money. Similarly, if I go for, like on Binance, I don't think auto compounding is there. I could be wrong, but I've never checked it. But again, if you see, this is 0.34%, that is auto compounded daily. So that is the biggest benefit of PP, that it auto compounds daily. You don't have to do anything. It just auto compounds daily. Okay, so I'm not in any of these like stables. I was playing Blizzard earlier, but I'm not into it right now. This is where I'm right now. Cake and 1inch. You can see $66 million of assets locked. TVL means total value locked. 1inch has 4.59 million. So I have a good amount of 1inch and Cake in my portfolio. And let me show you what I mean when I have been, staking my assets here. So for Cake, I have been staking it since last week of March, and right now it's almost 2 months that I have been staking it. And on an average, the daily APR is a daily percentage that is not auto compounded, but it's more like simple interest. So, for example, if I'm getting 0.25% daily, I just multiply it by 365. That is my APR. This is 91.25. But if I am getting 0.25% daily, that is getting auto compounded. That is called APY. Okay. So for example, if this I take daily, and if I calculate this at 0.25%, my APY becomes 148.77. So that is the difference between APR and APY. APR is single interest, APY is compounding. Now, coming back to this, if I go to, like, if I come back here and if I search for the same, so damn these ads. So in just 2 months, I have got 16% extra units on my cake. Okay, so which means if I had put in 10 cake here and I had bought cake when it was $22, I had now got 1.64 extra cake. Okay, which is again not a lot, but considering that I'm still holding this and I'm not planning to sell my cake before it hits $40 or $50 or $100, even if it takes 4 months, let's calculate. By the end of the 4 months, I will have 35% extra units of cake. Okay, so if I had put in 10 units of cake, I'll now have 13.5. So that is the whole idea of why I stake. Similarly, you can see at 1 inch it's 0.36% daily. So it keeps on changing. Sometimes it's 0.1, sometimes it's 0.4. The reason why it changes, it's because the more number of people that come into staking, the lesser the rewards. The lesser number of the people, the more the rewards. Okay, so at 0.36% in 4 months, I would be having an additional 54% units of 1 inch, which means if I had bought 100 units of 1 inch, now I will be having 154 units of 1 inch, which is pretty good. And if I'm, and again, I'm staking 1 inch with VP since almost 2 months. Okay, so it's an additional 24% units for me. Although this was not exactly 24 because it also went down to as low as 0.1%, but again, right now it's 0.36, so it keeps shuffling and I don't take out my coins out of it. I just let it there sit and compound. Okay, another platform you can use for staking is PancakeSwap, and you can see this is their own auto cake that they recently launched, and here the daily ROI is 0.25%. 7 days you will get 1.7, 30 days you will get 7%, 365 days you will get 1.141%. Okay, so this is how you can auto stake your cake here. You don't have to do any work once you stake it. There is literally no work involved. It automatically keeps on staking, and 0.1% unstaking fee if withdrawn within 72 hours. So if you have put in, let's say, 1000 cake, okay, and you take it out within 72 hours, you would be charged with a 0.1% fee. Okay, so that is the whole demerit of this. So it means you will be charged with one cake if you withdraw it, and then you can stake different assets. You can stake cake and earn different assets, but I don't focus a lot on this. I have tried my hands with it. I did not find it worth the time, so I just stick with staking simpler assets. Okay, now if I go on why I'm staking these projects, let me show this to you. Let's go to exchanges and let's go to DEX. Okay, so if you can see right now, the biggest DEX, it's MDEX, okay, which is Binance Smart Chain. The volume here was 1.2 billion. Okay, then this is Uniswap 2, and this was launched in April 2021. Then there is Uniswap, SushiSwap, BurgerSwap, Curve, QuickSwap, One Inch Exchange, Cake. So, mota mota, I have Cake, I have 1 inch, I have Curve. Okay, at one point of time, I also had Index and Sushi. So these are the three coins that I already have, like Pancake, 1 inch, and Curve, and I'm already staking them. And as you can see, the top 10 coins are pretty safe. The top 10 decks are usually pretty safe. Pancake and 1 inch are usually in the top 5 as well, but the ranking keeps changing because people keep like shuffling from one platform to another. And 1 inch is the only aggregator. If you see, 1 inch is the only aggregator. So 1 inch has a unique value proposition to it, that it's an aggregator. What does an aggregator mean? When you want to book a flight ticket from, let's say, Delhi to Goa, instead of going to Make My Trip, Happy Easy Go, you go to Tripoto. For example, I don't know if it works with flight tickets, and you simply search for Delhi to Goa flight tickets, and Tripoto shows you that, or Fly Scanner, I think that's what it's called. Fly Scanner shows you that Make My Trip is giving you the lowest price, and then you can directly book from Fly Scanner, which redirects you to Make My Trip. That is what 1 inch does, and it's the only aggregator. So I feel pretty okay, like holding its coin in, because I know this is the only aggregator, and I use it myself while making purchases. Similarly, Pancake because it was launched in September. I've been using, very simple to use. Most of the shitcoins that I buy are through Pancake Swap, so I know I'm pretty okay holding this project for a while, like until it meets the price targets that I have. And then same for CRV, Curve Finance. Okay, so this is how I do the staking. You can do the staking if you want. If you are holding any assets, great. Just don't buy any asset for the sake of staking. If you are holding something that you can stake, that's beautiful. If you are going to buy something for the sake of staking, you will lose your faith and confidence because that was not your part of original plan. So I highly recommend that you do your own research before you buy something for the sake of staking. For me, I have researched around the projects, I have found the good ones, and I have been staking 60 to 80% of my portfolio on any given day. Okay, be it BTC, be it Ethereum, I have been staking it. Be it BNB, I have been staking it. So that is how I have been staking. I know the upside, I know the downside, and I'm completely okay with the upside as well as the downside. I just feel that staking gives me a hedge, and right now I have been getting 6 to 8% throughout on the average on my portfolio every single month since the last couple of months. And the more number of people that are going to join in on staking, the lesser the rewards are going to be. So I am also aware of that because earlier the rewards were much higher. So this is how you can hedge yourself against the losses. When you are getting free units, you can sell them at any price, you can get some extra money. Okay, I hope this video was able to get you a little more insight on staking. I know it might sound a little complex and technical, so just go to the resources, and there is a lot of resources on staking. You can read them. I have shared a lot of experiments that I have done on staking in Discord. You can read them as well, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I'm gonna see you soon. Bye.